What's up? It's me, ADRI.V, the go-getter, and I want to welcome you to the G Code podcast. You see, this is a place you go to get the pretty, the ugly, and the grind to success. There's always a story to be told, and everything that glitter ain't gold. So understand this. There is no need for the cheat code when you got the G Code. So get your notebooks and pens ready. It's time for us to get into it. Welcome to the G Code.
You are now listening to the G Code with ADRI.V.
Hey, what's up, my go-getters? I hope you are staying safe during this quarantine and productive in a sense of, when I say productivity, I know at one point I was really ramming to many and myself, like, get things done during this time, work out, keep your mind right. But honestly, a sense of productivity can really just be you chilling the hell out. You know, really just sitting down with yourself and being still. So I had to really be kind with my own self and be like, Adri, stop the madness and stop feeling like you gotta be jumping around and doing something every minute of the hour, because this is really a lot to take in. And the new normal that we all possess of having to go out in public with mask on. And I really took that hard when I went grocery shopping. And it's like, when you're in your house, it's cool. But when you step out and you're seeing everybody and everybody has a mask on, and I don't know about you, but here in Buffalo, New York, this is where I am located. This is my power base. We stopped with the actual plastic bags. We stopped providing the plastic bags to people, and now we have to come in with our own bags. So picture this. We're coming in with mask on and our own bags. Are we about to stick up the place? Like, it's so much uncertainty in this. And then I'm walking in from time to time with my bandana because this mask just does not look cool, you know? And I double up my bandanas because, you know, you got to do the blow test. If you could blow through it and air could blow out the candle or the lighter, it's not safe, right? So I do the blow test. Pause. But yes, and what I'm going to be doing shortly is shouting out businesses. So if you are a business, you know a business, you're an author, you're an artist, I'm going to be utilizing my platform to give you an opportunity. So you can feel free to email me and let me know exactly how you would like to enter in these packages that we'll be offering you to my go-getters. Because right now in this place, I want to help out the small businesses. I want to help out the personal brands. I want to help out the artists, you know, those people who can't get out here and perform, those people who have a brick and mortar and it is closed. You know, these different components I want to support and help you. Okay, it's just that simple. All right. So as I have gone on my rant for a quick 2 minutes, for those who are new to the podcast, welcome to the G Code, where we give you the pretty, the ugly, and of course the grind to success, because every story has yet to be told and everything that glitter ain't gold. So understand this, there is no need for the cheat code when you got the G Code. And when I say this, you know, in life there are 3 phases I feel like we tend to explore. There's this the pretty phase of how your life looks amazing, especially on our highlight reel called the Instagram, the Facebook. We only post up the beautiful things that happen to us, the great things that happen to us. We articulate those things. But then there are things that happen to us that we don't post, right? And those are the ugly. And the ugly stages is really where we are made, okay? The ugly stages are where we realize how to get up again, how not to stay down and lay down, but to get on up and really just run the playground after that. And then the aspects and the keys to success are the things that we have learned between the pretty and the ugly that has got us to where we are. So this, in essence, creates the G codes, because the G codes are created by you deciding to still get up, get out, and go get it, by you deciding to still be a go-getter, someone who stops at nothing, you know, and has this ambitious spirits about themselves and decide to go get it, period, right? So this is where it all comes from. And the G Code is brought to you by ADRI.V's Go Getter Mix. The G Code is an extension to my show that I do on every Friday night on 3 stations: Power 93.7 WBOK in Buffalo, New York, Hot 99.1 in Albany, New York, 103.9 WDKX in Rochester, New York, and then also my most recent edition station. So technically I have 4, which is Taste Radio, and you can check that out on the apps, right? And so on my show, I have this segment called the Go-Getter of the Week. In this particular segment, I get a chance to speak to people who are, have a dream, decided to go and get it and stopped at nothing to achieve it, right? Who are moving and shaking in their communities and give it back in an amazing way. And in the midst of me having these conversations with these people, when you're on a radio, especially on a Friday night, people don't want to hear you consistently talking about this stuff, right? This is an acquired taste. To want to be motivated, to want to be pushed, to want to be pulled, to want to go to another level, to want to be enlightened by somebody else's story. This, my dear, is an acquired taste. It's like eating Grey Poupon, escargot. For some who don't like lobster tails, you're crazy. But nonetheless, it is an acquired taste. And so you coming into the G Code podcast, you have a longing with a different kind of a taste buds. It's an acquired taste. And I realize the taste that I give for those is not for everybody. And all I want to do is to attract and be connected to the people who do want it. All right. So this is the G Code. Welcome to it. I'm ADRI.V, the go-getter, also known as Joanna, and I birthed this thing during a time in my life where I needed some additional motivation. And creating this podcast was also, like I said, the extension to want to have long, in-depth conversations about this with someone who have that grind, that hustle, that grit, and desire to not quit, and how they were able to survive it all through the pretty, the ugly, and the grind. So this is what we call the G Code, all right? So while being quarantined, I feel like my creative juices are flowing. I feel like I am opening up to really explore other things and to really tap into the multiple streams of income that I've always had, but kind of push it a back burner for a period of time. But here I am, flowing again, and I'm enjoying it. So recently I launched this idea of having my little digital show on social media, especially Instagram, where on Mondays and Wednesdays I highlight and I speak to women and men, of course, aka Man Crush Mondays. We got some guys that we're crushing on. And when I say crushing on, it's really being able to see them with a different lens, right? Being able to see them beyond what they present, right? And the same thing with my Woman Crush Wednesdays, where I'm going to be highlighting and speaking to women who are moving and shaking and doing great things and to get the gems out of them. So with that being said, what I'm doing on the air, what I'm doing on Instagram Live, I'm bringing it here to the podcast as well, because I feel like it's necessary for folks to get to instant replay, and that the replay is not always there on Instagram Live. So here I am to provide that for you, which I feel is greatly important. All right. And another interview that I will be bringing some more interviews. So just get ready for that. But today we have on the G Code is an artist who gives me such a good vibe whenever I hear his music. It's just like, I don't know about you, but I vibrate in color to music. So when I hear music, I see color. It's like the weirdest thing. And there are some colors that are dark. There are some colors that are bright. There are some neutral tones, right? And with him, whenever I hear his music, I just hear and I see bright colors. It's the weirdest thing. I don't know where this came from, but this has always been me and my situation. And it gives me great emotion. I get happy. I feel great. I want to dance. Like I was listening to his music while I was shopping at the store, and I'm just bopping, right? And I mean, I'm happy. And people probably looking at me like I'm crazy. And so I admire him because of his transition. I admire him because of being an artist and then coming from a particular genre and then being accepted into the rhythmic, into the hip hop and R&B stations, and being played in a mix of hip hop and R&B. And I'm talking about none other than a gentleman who went from being a DJ to now a singer and songwriter. And I'm talking about none other than Afro B, aka my homie B, right? And so I jumped on live with him, and on this live, it was a late night, okay, coming straight off of the Teddy Riley and Babyface clash, the verses. So shout out to Timberland and Swiss Beats for putting this together. I think it's dope. And so what I love most is this is what we had a chance to talk about it. We actually initially had the interview scheduled for 9:00, but he texted me like, yo, we got to push back the interview because Teddy Riley and Babyface is tonight. And of course, they were initially supposed to have been the other night. But of course, Teddy Riley was just ghetto as I don't know what. Internet wasn't working. Not even the internet. He said he's doing the most, okay? He set up a full concert, okay? A full concert to perform on live. And all you had to do was be in your studio. So shout out to Babyface for the patience. But we pushed back the interview and we got on really late night, and it was like 11 o'clock my time. It was like 4 or 3 o'clock his time because he's in London. But it was a great interview. We talked about his transition, what he's doing. People ask questions. So in the midst of it, you may hear some questions being asked. And I'll also be posting up the actual video to my YouTube as well. But I wanted to give you the audio. The audio sounds a little, I'm not going to say janky, but it's not my clear, crisp audio that I'm normally used to, right? And so, but I wanted you to hear it because he dropped a lot of gems. He talked about his career, transitioning into his career, you know, what he has experienced, the things he loved. He also gave some input in regards to some other artists. In addition to that, he dropped some heavy G codes to success. And then we got cut off because Instagram plays no games, okay? Instagram plays no games. But he also most recently during his quarantine launched his business. And it has to do with beard and edges, okay? So without further ado, we're going to get into my interview that I did with none other than the very handsome and bright teeth having Mr. Afro B. Let's get into it. My guy finally done put up after we done left everybody. Afro B is in the building, ladies and gentlemen.
Yo.
Good morning to you.
Yeah, man. I could have missed the Teddy Riley thing.
Listen, I know you couldn't. I was cracking up when I went live and you was like, it's still going. I was like, it's over. I'm gonna have to chalk this one up because clearly he's gonna be going to sleep in a moment.
You didn't watch it?
No, I watched it. I had my device up. Yeah. Because then when Teddy had went, Babyface was still live. He was waiting for him. And so then I was like, oh, it's over. Then they was like, yo, go to Teddy page. Go to Teddy page. Then go to Riley page.
They didn't know what they were doing, man.
They definitely need
they needed someone good with the internet.
Yeah, they needed somebody young to hold it down for them, okay? They needed them. So listen, I wanted you to get on here. I know for you it's like 2 o'clock in the morning.
It's 3:50.
It's 3:50.
It's crazy.
Okay, so that means I'm gonna keep it short so that you can get.
No, it's cool, you know.
It's cool.
Yeah, do your thing, man.
All right, cool. So everybody, we got Afro B on the line with us here. I'm gonna call you B for the night. And so tell me, how are you maintaining during this quarantine? I got a chance to see you DJing. You know, you be getting your vibe on. Like, what are some of the things you're focusing on right now?
Yeah, man, I'm just picking up, increasing some skills. I've been working out, improving my cooking skills.
What you been cooking?
Well, I'm a vegan now, boy. I'm starting to eat clean, so the stir fry, stuff like that, beans, peas, plantain, yeah, those different things, and I've been recording myself and DJing and Netflix.
What's on your Netflix list? Gave us, what's on your Netflix list? What's on
I finished Ozark, I finished Narcos, I finished Money Heist. I've been watching a lot of documentaries. So like the Nina Simone, Sam Cooke, I think it is. That's all the activists and the Malcolm X's and a lot of injustice stuff as well.
Why do you feel like you love injustice stuff? Like, what is it about this that you like, this is it?
Because that's what my music is about, and it's for the people. So I want to know like what everyone, like different diasporas have been through. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So just looking into what's been happening in Mississippi and Virginia and them places, there's just like, wow, like this is what my people have been going through, man. So what I'm doing is like, I'm just, with the music's connecting everyone together, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just, instead of me saying, oh, know your roots or just being patronizing, I'm doing it in a more happy way through the music. You are. So you get me. So you listening to an Afrobeat record, you're already connecting to your roots. And when like people are playing it to their children, you're already planting that seed in them, you know what I'm saying, rather than them listening to like the usual hip-hop or what it would have been before the sound started to break through. Right.
Well, we can appreciate that. I know I appreciate your music. We want to kind of just dive into it, transitioning being a DJ, singer, songwriter? Like, what has that been like, and how has playing your part in each and every one of those aspects helped you with your music?
Yeah, so at first the transition was like, why is this DJ trying to make music? Because they're already used to me doing my thing in the club, just shutting it down. So it was kind of unheard of as well for a DJ to start releasing songs. It's like, you're hosting today,
right,
and then tomorrow you want to start, drop some songs on WorldStar. People will be questioning you like, what are you doing? But you know what you can do, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I just kept on going. The more I started to release my songs, the more I got the respect of being an artist. Now it's got to a point where people even have forgotten that I used to DJ. I was like, I started that way,
Yeah.
But yeah.
And so that benefit of being a DJ gives you like an edge, because you know how to control the crowd. You know what I mean? You know how to control the crowd. You know what music is really going to make someone go off and really knows how it feels, because as the DJ, you're the conductor. Like, you're the orchestra. You're the person who's making sure the orchestra is doing the movement, right? So, transitioning and now being the artist that you are, you get in your DJ bag. I see you going live. Like, do you miss it? Like, are you going now, when we see you performing, you might start performing and then go get on your DJ bag?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about, maybe do some gigs and just DJ rather than sing. But I still DJ on radio though in the UK. Every Saturday I've got an Afro B show. For 2 hours just playing straight sounds of the motherland, so that still happens on the side whilst I do the international stuff. But the world is changing, so God knows when I'll next be back in America, so I just have to drop stuff online, and then when it's time to fly out, I'll be there.
Listen, you're gonna have to send me some mixes. I can get them on my show.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. Let me know. Let me know. I got the rhythms, man.
Yeah, you got the connection right here. I got 4 stations I'm on. We could make something happen.
Yeah. Just let me know, man. I've been sending people mixes already. In fact.
No, listen, add me.
But no one in America yet.
Yeah, so we're gonna make that happen. I'll be the first. Okay, we're gonna add that email so you can send the mixes. But let's get into Afro Wave. You just dropped your your single off the album Condo with T-Pain. I love it, and I love most is when you give me the storyline behind the songs. We're going to get into Fine Wine and Hennessy. Gotta talk about Joanna again, because I feel like there's a storyline behind all your songs. Like you just said, you're giving 100%. History. But let's talk about Condo.
Yeah, Condo, man. T-Pain already liked Joanna, so we just connected that way. So our teams connected first, then I got his contacts. But I didn't believe it was him. So I was WhatsApping, I was like, is this a real T-Pain? I was like, yeah. But the first time I actually met him physically was at the video shoot. So mid-shoot, he comes out of nowhere, and then, we're just doing our scenes together, and then I was like, shit, this is really happening,
Great.
I had to contain my excitement in it and just keep it cool. Be like, yeah, what are you saying? You good? And then continue that way. But he's a super cool guy, man. 100%.
He definitely is. Did you watch his verses?
Yeah. That was crazy too.
Energy. Like, I love his energy, and it's just, of course, your energy with his energy making that song. I mean, it's a guaranteed hit. I know we're playing it. I know I'm playing it. And
love.
So, Fine Wine and Hennessy. Was there a woman that gave you that mix? Like, you was like, she's my fine wine and Hennessy. She's my classy but bougie, my classy but hood. Like, what's the mixture? You know what?
Almost all those African songs are about love. Like 95%. Of the songs about love. Like Joanna, that's about a girl. Condo, I'm telling the girl to come to my condo. Fine Wine and Hennessy, you know what I'm saying? Black don't crack.
Yes.
Yeah, for the melanin ladies, melanin, you know what I'm saying? So almost all of my songs about love, man. That's just how it goes. But that's just, I don't plan my songs. I just have a good vibe, you know what I'm saying? I'm just reflecting my personality through the music, and it just comes out how it wants to come out. I feel like if you're passionate about something, you should have fun with it rather than thinking about like the numbers or the views or where you want it to go. If people connect with it, they connect. If you don't, just move on to the next one. But there's a guarantee that someone will like your song, you know what I'm saying?
I feel like it's a storyline. You found Joanna. You know what I mean? That you gave her some fine wine in his seat. He's like, you want to talk to my condo.
You know what? I'm gonna lie in the next few interviews and be like, yeah, that's what happens.
Listen, it's a build up because it's like, dang, you got with Joanna, you know, and then you guys are just sitting and chilling. This is like the storyline I put in my head. Y'all was at the bar and you was like, what you drinking? And she was like, some wine. He's like, oh, fine wine because you fine. You know, and he was like, "What you thinking, Hennessy? This is a mix." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I've never mixed the two drinks. It sounds dangerous.
It is dangerous. It sounds very dangerous. So when that song came out, I was like, "Yo, what is this? What is he trying to set up here?"
No, but you guys in America love Hennessy, man.
Can I tell you a secret? And I need everybody not to laugh at me. I was 28 when I had my first drink of Hennessy at a meeting. That's crazy. People have been drinking Hennessy forever. And that was my first time. I'm a baby at it. So let me see. We got a question. Let me see who has a question. Somebody says sing. It's not karaoke. But if
it's not karaoke, man. I've been singing that for 3 years nearly now, man.
We're not about to sing that. If you guys got some more questions, feel free to definitely ask them. She's not a drinker. Yeah, I'm not, which is terrible. I drink some.
You know what? I quit on the 5th of January.
You did?
Alcohol. Yeah, man.
What was that about? Like, why did you decide? Because, you know, every year, what's your New Year's resolutions? You know, every year everybody's like, I'm not doing this. I'm about to lose weight.
No, I didn't really have one, but I knew that, yeah, this year I'm just giving my all, man. That the momentum's there. I got to keep on going, keep on moving, keep expanding the brand and you know, achieve my purpose. And I feel like my purpose is to connect all the Africans together, all the diasporas, everyone. Like from the Caribbean to you guys, the African Americans, to the Africans back in the motherland, to the Africans in Europe, just join everyone through the music. And I feel that's happening already because with Joanna alone, I've seen the world, boy, from like people in the Middle East to obviously USA, South America, Europe. So yeah, even the Caribbean as well. Like so it's just an ongoing thing, man. And it's not just Africans that are messing with the songs as well. It's like there's non-Africans too. So white, black, Asian. Yeah, man. Everyone's getting connected.
Like I think back to when you came to Rochester and we was there for the fest and you performed. I mean, I just think about everybody that was singing your songs. Like sometimes are you blown away that they know your songs word for word, like a packed out stadium, you know, an arena. Everybody is singing your song and then the music dropped for a minute and everybody just acapelling it out.
Yeah, it's great. It hasn't really hit me yet, you know.
Really?
I don't know, man.
Because I was watching.
I'm a cool guy, man. I just like if you like my song, I'm glad in it. Like, thank you in it. But I don't know. It hasn't really hit me yet.
So does that kind of keep you like nice and humble? Because I feel like you kind of move like real, like you're regular. You're regular, but you're not regular. Like you're international star. You know what I mean? So you could come home, you could come to the States, Toronto, wherever. People know who you are, but you just kind of move like you're so chill, you're laid back, you're welcoming, you're opening. Like, how do you maintain that humbleness about yourself?
I think that's just how I am, you know. I don't know. I actually don't know. That's just the way I am. Everyone's equal in my eyes, so the only difference is I probably just release different type of music or whatever. But yeah, I don't know how to answer that question. But yeah, that's just the way Afro B is.
Okay, they say you're a Pisces. That makes sense.
Yeah, February.
Do you believe in that zodiac sign stuff? Like,
I don't know, man, but when I read facts, I'll be like, oh shit.
Yeah, that makes sense. That sounds like me. We got 5 questions. Let's see what we got. Somebody said, how was your Trinidad trip?
Crazy, man. Crazy. Because the main genre there is soca. So for them to accept me and just hear my type of sound there was lit. And I think one of the main artists there called Marshall Montano told me that. I think I was the first Afro artist to be booked at a carnival there, so yeah. It's a pleasure, man. Trinidad was lit, man.
Canada was lit.
But the thing with Trinidad, you have to go there to understand
Did you be
to understand the culture?
You see the question here?
Oh, that's a UK. That was a UK clash, but yeah.
Let us know.
Results show that I beat them.
How did that clash go? You won?
It was cool, man. There was some UK artists. They do a similar type of sound to me, and yeah, we clashed from like songs we did 8+ years ago until today's date. Let's
see what else. See what else. We're not doing any. Oh, this is a good one. You could
not about it.
He said, mind your business. That's all. Just mind your business. That's a good one. That was smart. B. Here we go. Here's another one.
Oh shit! So that's where it all started.
Oh, tell us.
That was 10 years ago. Mm-hmm. So I had a group of friends who would attend every single party, but little did we know, we were building a fan base. So we'd go there, turn up, shut down the dance floor, and then eventually we were like, let's start DJing and throw our own events. So I had a friend called Kenny also. He was playing dancehall. My other friend was playing like funky house, and I played African music from the jump. But back then, it weren't really as hot. I couldn't have like long sets. I only played for like 5 to 10 minutes because not everyone knew the songs. Mm-hmm. But the more I played, people got used to the sound and started to gravitate towards what I was playing, and then I just built a name from there.
So so you guys created your own entertainment group and really building out?
Yeah, we started to build from there, and then throw our own events. Then we're just building that fan base like that. And
so your name was already built out? Yeah,
Afro B was my name it was DJ Afro B, and then 7 years ago is when I thought start releasing tracks.
I think I'm about to start. I'm feeling very inspired. Let me see. Afro B, are you? Let's see. Here we go. This is a good one. Who you want to collab with? Who would be other than myself? Because I'm nice like pork fried rice. I can rap a little bit. Who would you want to collaborate with?
You know what? I've already done a few people that I would have liked to already. So Wizkid I've done already. I would like to get another one with him. Vaz Cartel I've done already. I'd like to do another one with him. T-Pain, I am going to do another one with him.
I enjoyed you guys' energy.
What did you say?
Your energies together, like on the track, was really, really good.
Yeah. Tory Lanez will be a good one. Mm-hmm. I like Sway Lee's sound as well.
What female would you want to do a collaboration with?
That's what I was just going to say.
Yeah, Rihanna.
Yeah. Rihanna would be a good one because she does the singing dancehall thing as well. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Rihanna. I can't think right now, man. But yeah, definitely those ones, man. Someone said Andre 3000.
Okay. Here's a good one.
I don't know how I would hear that.
Taking it to the UK. Top 5 UK artists.
Top 5. Sheesh. It depends if it's current or. Do you know any UK artists?
Listen, I no, I don't. I'm oblivious to that. I'm being introduced. So listen. So here's the thing. Here's the benefit. The artists that you name, I'm going to look them up, right? And if you feel they're really top 5, I'll play them in my.
Do you see me as a UK artist or African artist? Because I feel that USA. Well, people from the USA see me as an African artist rather.
Really, it's weird because I think everybody has a different kind of lens, and I think the lens is based on how you've kind of been brought up in your music, right? And how you look at the world when it comes to music. And so for me, I look at it as being more of like an international artist, because from that aspect, you're someone who necessarily didn't grow up in the States, but people knew you where you're from, and then when you come here, you have such a huge following. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I don't view people from like a UK artist or a Toronto artist. they're an artist to me. And if you can move the masses and if people are enjoying your music and loving it all, that's how I view it. I don't really standpoint.
I'm just wondering.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, sorry, what do you ask me? Top 5, yeah?
Yeah, your top 5 artists.
So there's a group called Western.
Mm-hmm.
That I think you fuck with.
Western, I'm taking notes. I'm taking notes.
WSTRN, they spell it like that.
Okay.
There's NSG.
NSG.
Make You Dance. But you might not understand their lingo, but you catch the vibe.
I'll catch. It's all about vibes. It's all about vibes.
Yeah, vibe. Oh, my brain just froze.
That's 2. We need 3 more.
You would like Vibe. You would like Young Bane.
Vibe B.
Young Bane. Young
Bang. Okay. DJ A said he gonna school me. Yes, please.
Young Bane. Who else got the vibes? You would like Kojo fans. You would like J Huss's kind of vibey songs.
J Huss.
And did I say Kojo fans?
You sure did.
Oh, yeah, those are 5, isn't it?
Yep. You hit us with the 5.
Yeah, I think those are the type of artists that could connect with you guys.
Okay.
I know when it comes to like rap, yeah, there's no way of entering the US.
So here's a good one. What or who inspired you to sing? Who's your inspiration?
Church.
Come on, church.
Yeah, that's where I started playing keys in church.
Really? So you one of those who grew up, having a...
Most of these artists, even the gangster ones, man, they all started in church, but don't let them lie to you.
So did you have to go to Sunday school, be there midweek and all of that stuff?
I don't think there was Sunday school like that in the UK. We just had to go church.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And then, in secondary school, I used to compose music for the choir.
Wow. So this has been you all your life.
Yeah, so I was definitely going to be in one of these lanes. If you weren't DJing, it would have been producing or something. Then
here's another one. Who was your
favorite DJ?
Yes.
Kenny Allstar, my boy. Kenny Allstar.
So who was the DJs was he one of the DJs when you were younger looking up to? For me, being
looking up to, we started together.
Oh, y'all started together.
Playing dancehall, and I was playing the African music. But every time we've just been rising together. So he's currently on a radio station that's what's it called? That's in competition with the one I'm on. So you know how there's Hot 97 and Power 105? Right. He's on that Hot 97 and I'm on Power. Vice versa. We're both cool, man. But he plays UK rap music now.
So with that being a peer of yours in the game, who would be someone that you say, for me growing up, I idolized the Wendy Williams, the Angie Martinez, the Stearns, who were in radio guys to me, the Tom Joyner Morning Show, and so I aspired to want to be like them. Who were some of the DJs that you kind of looked up to?
I was looking at Calvin Harris. I was looking at Calvin Harris and David Guetta. Those two. That just having that headline DJ name. You know what I'm saying? The DJ is also on stage playing in front of a big crowd. You know what I'm saying? And have you heard of Tim Westwood? You must have. Yes. Yeah, Tim Westwood, he was always showing me love from the beginning.
He was playing songs for you?
Yeah, man. He showed me love from when I was DJing to starting to release songs.
That's good. So we got what? Okay.
For football soccer team. Chelsea.
Okay. We got that one. That was easy. He gave that one off really quick, guys. I got a lot of these love questions, and we already answered that, so I'm going to skip that. Ladies, he is not telling, okay? he plead the fifth? None of your business. Let me see. Okay, here's a good one. Do you go through beats producers, send through DM?
Yeah, I do, you know. I give them my email, but a lot of people recently have been sending me bad beats, you know.
You recently kind of have like your own talent show going on.
Yeah. You know what, man? You need to do anything you can to let time go by, man.
Yeah.
So.
It's beautiful. You know, you're allowing your fans to kind of sit, chit, and, you know, chat with you for a moment, and they're singing, they're dancing. So is anybody like that good that you could possibly like do a feature?
Yeah, do you know what? Later on down the line, I definitely wanted to start signing people and build a bigger empire. But I wanted to just establish my name first and then be that P. Diddy of African music after.
I mean, you are there. I mean, who else?
There can be more, though. It's just this epidemic postponed everything, man. This year would have been even more crazy, man. But, yeah, definitely. I'm going to, later on down the line, man, just have my own Rock Nation or whatever, Afro Wave Records.
I like
that way. 100%.
So that's a question. I think once this pandemic lifts.
That was actually my last show before the whole pandemic happened. So I was in that. No, actually, no. I was in Spain, but not Marbella.
Not there.
No.
But,
I don't know when shows are gonna happen again, though.
So even with that, so, you know, like, because people are saying, Afro, you never sleep. This is funny. So you're clearly up on a regular. Is your sleeping pattern off like the rest of ours?
Yeah. But you know what? I was in your time because I was in America a lot more than here. Mm-hmm. So my body clock was always in, 5 hours behind the UK time. It's readjusted, but I stayed up for the Teddy Riley clash.
Yes, it's really.
But right now, there's no such thing as timing, man. Everyone's sleeping anyhow.
It's really not. So because I would say like you said, your music is really about educating, uplifting, and motivating in a sense. You know, like what would be some of the things that you would encourage people to do with their time?
The time, it depends on them, man. Like, just pick up a skill that you've always wanted to learn, maybe just do more research on, I don't know, just be a better you, innit? Mm-hmm. That's what it is, man. Just look at different ventures of getting money, man. Mm-hmm. Because if there's only one venture, when there's a time like this again,
right,
you're gonna be in a weird situation.
Well, yeah. I think, like, even with you guys...
That's why I started off this, boy.
What is that? Oh, yeah. Let's talk about this because, you got your beard. You're a part of the beard gang. You know what I mean? So talk about this. Talk about this endeavor that you have kicked off. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, man. So let's talk about the ingredients. We got jojoba oil. We got castor oil, grapeseed oil. And yeah, man, it does help with hair growth, as you can see.
Yeah.
For ladies too as well,
So we can use that.
Edges and all them thing there.
Yeah, because, these lace fronts and all of this stuff is snatching the edges away. It's snatching the edges away. So since we can't necessarily talk about your love life, okay, we're not going to talk about it. But ideally, what does the ideal woman looks like for Afro B?
Melanin.
And she got to drink fine wine and Hennessy.
Melanin, sober, water. I'm gonna drink that water.
She got to drink that water. Okay, got to have that melanin. What about her? What about the hustle? Do you want her to be
what?
Huh?
The hustle.
Yeah, the hustle. Like, is she gonna be like a woman that got her own? You know what I mean? As she should.
Everyone wants someone that's motivated, man.
Yes.
You can't be with someone that just depends on you. That, you know what I'm saying?
That's key. That's absolutely.
Independency.
So what level of independency? Here's a question that I had going with a few of my guy friends, right? Is it ever okay for a girl to shoot her shot? Do you feel like that's appropriate for a woman to shoot her shot, or do you feel like men should be the ones really being the aggressors, you know, who's reaching out and saying, hey, I like you, what's up with me and you?
Listen, speak your mind, man, because you don't know tomorrow, man. Yes. Tomorrow, there could be another corona and then lockdown, you've missed your chance, boy. So shoot your shot.
Just shoot your shot. Okay. I could take that. So you're saying the ladies should. Here's another. When you make a new song, when are you making a new song? Like, are you making a new song during this quarantine?
The question is funny, boy. When you make a new song, I'm dropping one on Friday, man. Afro dancehall vibes, you know what I'm saying?
What?
With conscience. I think the video should be on 1 million now. When it hits 1 million, I'm gonna drop some more shit. Everyone's at home now, man. They need more content.
I mean, you should be dropping as much as ever, and I'll make sure I get it because I'll play it.
Yeah, I'll send it to you.
As long as it's clean, though. Well,
it's clean. Most of my music's clean.
I could play the dirty on taste. If there's anything that's a little crazy, I could play it on taste. So, artist makes new songs every day. I know that was a funny question. Let me see. My thing is blowing up here. We're having even
big up VI, my friend.
Oh, here's a good question. Your thoughts on that?
You like Brazilian funk? Yeah, but I want to learn it more though. I need to tap into them more. That's one territory I haven't tapped into. I was actually meant to tap. That was my target territory this year.
To
yeah, we can't fly. South America, the Brazilian scene, and Africa. Those three were the target this year.
So here you go. Speaking of the target, boom, there you go. He just mentioned it.
Well, yeah, man. But right now, the world is on pause. We don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
We don't know when it's going to be back to normal, so.
And that's the hard part. So with you being an artist, you know, a lot of things come from touring, being able to be and getting in front of people, concerts, large venues, small venues, you know, in addition to doing your lives, you know, and just tapping in with your core audience. What else do you feel like you can be doing more of to really reach the masses and consistently putting yourself out there?
Well, all you can really do is use your social media. There's no other way you can be in contact with the mass. Well, I can't think of any other way. So it's really just the Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, whatever it is. And yeah, that's it. How else can you? There's not really much you can do. You can YouTube as well. Maybe,
a bit of YouTube from you, like the way, you know what I mean, quarantine.
You know, I was thinking too, you know, but I just don't know how to edit. I need to find something to edit, but
you can use YouTube.
I have to think about ideas as well, what kind of content I'm gonna do. But yeah, that's a thought.
You could do a fine wine and Hennessy content, you know, like a segment with that.
Yeah, I need to do them challenges and shit.
Yeah, condo. If you got a condo, you know, give us a tour. It's so many different things you can do. I see it.
Yeah.
Brainstorm.
I'm definitely gonna do it, 100%.
Okay, so I know you're getting tired.
I'm actually awake, you know.
Here's one: is your beard genetics? He just showed us the juice that he used. He used the juices. Give us the.
Obviously, it is some of it is genetics, but
that's how you. So along with putting the drops in there, you know, how well and what else do you do to maintain this beard?
Well, obviously, you condition it. And then, yeah, after you shower, you just apply this and that.
And you said ladies could use it too on the edges.
Yeah, for the edges, whatever. All races, all ages. You dig?
All races, all edges. So how are you maintaining this? Are you like trimming up your own, or are you just kind of going woof with it? Like,
I'm not. I refuse to cut it, you know.
Oh, okay.
Like until lockdown's over, that's when I'm gonna go to my barber. I'm loyal to him, and I know I'm gonna mess it up, boy. So I'm just gonna leave it.
Yeah, that's a good idea. So what happens if lockdown continues on? Like in a minute, it's just gonna grow. We ain't gonna see you.
Boy, I'm leaving it. I refuse, boy. Literally.
Okay.
But next month, yeah, this is gonna look even more crazy, bro.
Let me see. We got a lot of questions. I'm trying to make sure I filter through the ones. Although, so this is funny. I really love that song. I really do. Let me see. Another one just popped up. If you guys got any questions, definitely drop them below. Someone said, "Can you play a new song?" You can go to YouTube and or go to the stream.
Friday. New song Friday.
New song Friday. All right. So we got a new song dropping Friday. Somebody must have came in late, but we can let them know what you've been doing to stay busy during the quarantine, of course.
I've been working out. DJ.
What's your workout regimen like? What you do? What you focus on?
I've been. Let me show you.
Let's see what we got. What you been doing? Oh, got here.
Got the mats.
Okay.
This is where I do push-ups.
Perfect push-ups. How many push-ups can you do in a set?
Well, these are a lot more harder though.
You look wide.
Yeah. So that one's like 40 at one time. But if I'm not using these, then I can probably do a lot. Well, they're probably double. I've got resistor bands somewhere, but yeah, some boxing gloves.
Oh, you ain't playing no games. You're not playing. You gotta maintain. Why do you feel like, in the news, of course, they've been talking about how, especially here, a lot of African Americans are passing away from the pandemic due to preconditions. Why do you feel that health as well? Why do you see as Afro B that is very important?
Well, first of all, a lot of food is processed, from the red meat to the chicken that we love to even the seafood. So, man, you gotta take care of the inside, man. You can go gym as much as you want, but if you're eating trash, you can still get it. And we love to eat trash. You know what I'm saying? But the trash tastes good. That's the hard thing. But junk food is what's promoted and it's cheaper. That's why it's the easier option. But we gotta just change our minds and eat the good stuff, man.
That's true.
But there's a way to make healthy food taste nice. You just need to.
And that's something you're kind of.
You just need to experiment.
And that's what you're doing, experimenting during this quarantine, right? Here's another question. I got a question from a young man. Favorite Ivorian artist, Keith No B. So
you want me to pick one?
Oh, you gotta pick one.
DJ ADRI.V, man, 100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay, pick your artist there. Let me see. I see no junk food.
For real, man, that food is poison, man. When you actually look into what it is, that's all blocking our arteries and shit. Mm-hmm. Giving us all the diabetes and all these problems. So yeah. You know what? Because I researched, you've heard of Dr. Sebi?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I looked into his stuff and that was kind of a real eye-opener to what we're consuming. Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's important. What's his name? Nick Cannon is actually deciding to move forward with a documentary on him because
is that out now?
Yeah, it's they got the trailer that's out. So initially it was Nipsey Hussle who had started the documentary, and then Nick Cannon decided to pick it up and continue on with it because he definitely have healed people. And when you really begin to look at the aspect of what is it he was talking about and really having an alkaline diet, it works. It has worked, So it's clear that when you decide to eat better, you can absolutely begin to kind of heal yourself from the inside out versus the outside in. Here's a good question: do you miss being a DJ?
Yeah, sometimes. You know what? Because when you're DJing and you really fuck up the club, it's like you're the man, Mm-hmm. The way you mix things in. You know what? You miss it more, when you hear a bad DJ.
Oh my God, right.
I think, what are you doing? You just want to jump on and then
move him out the way.
Take over.
You understand?
Yeah. But I still DJ on radio, but I haven't really done a club in a long time. But yeah, sometimes I do.
I think that's something you should add to the list once we come back outside. Like, once we get outside, I think I'm going to wait a little bit, because it's just like when you get an iPhone and that first iPhone that come out is a little glitchy. I think I'm going to wait a few months before I actually come outside like that when everybody else is out, once they say we can. But I feel like you should start, you know, when you are on tour, book a club and DJ the club.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to do that.
You know, I think that's another way to get to that bag. How's the weather?
How's the weather, and you miss American food? The weather in the UK is all right. It keeps changing, though.
Really?
Yeah, cold. American food, I definitely do. But I'm off the meat now, so even when I come back, we can't eat that stuff.
All right, here's another one. Are you with Empire, and do you see them taking over in the UK urban music game?
Yes, I'm in partnership with Empire, but I haven't signed my soul.
So let's talk about that, because I feel like we have some artists that's on here that in partnership. Yeah. What do you mean by in partnership? I know what you mean.
So partnership, as in like I own my music. Like in the next 30 years or so, my children's children will be able to eat from the hits, rather than taking a big bag and then they own the music for my whole career. Do you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So yeah, it's more about ownership, and you get to steer the ship as well, isn't it? So if I want to drop a song in like 3 weeks, I'll be able to do that. There wouldn't be any complications or whatsoever.
Then why do you?
Yes, it makes life easier, but obviously, with a major label, it's bigger marketing. Mm-hmm. So people tend to like to take that gamble, but they lose out on ownership sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You spoke about legacy pretty much. Like you said, my children's children would be able to eat.
Yeah.
You know, why do you feel that it's important to have ownership, which also breeds about legacy? Like, I think about my grandfather who owned his own collision shop. And like growing up, I always was at the collision shop, just learning, you know what I mean? And eventually I'll probably move into that direction, but my uncle owns it now. So, you know, it's a thing that's been carried on in our family, and people eat off of it. So why do you feel that that kind of legacy is important in ownership more so?
Well, see it like this. Imagine, now you're working so hard, and then once you've passed away, you've left nothing. Mm. So you kind of like wasted your whole life. You haven't left nothing behind.
Right.
Everyone that was your fan before are also your age, about to pass away. Like, you haven't really left anything for you to be. You might leave things for people to remember, but your blood, you haven't really left anything for them to carry on what you've the empire you've built. Mm-hmm. So it's good to just to pass it down, and this will make everyone's life easier, isn't it? Everyone's gone through some struggle.
Right.
Like, you don't want like it to be like a domino effect where it just keeps repeating. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You just want your kids to be good, and then the chain carries on that way.
I agree.
I feel like that's something we need to learn, though, as a race.
I feel like it's something that we have to readjust, you know, where we're taught so many ways. Like, even it's a conversation I have had a few times with, you know, my younger sister and a few of my friends, where it's just like, you know, we're taught to go to school, you know, go to college, get a good job, right? And you bust down this job, and it's supposed to be able to provide you with the benefits and the support you need. But then when you look at the situation that we're facing right now in this pandemic, they let you go. And they don't care how long you've been there, how much work and hard work you put forth. You don't own it. You only invested years in this place. That's it. And so you could be released at any given time. So there's no ownership, and there's no legacy in that. But you have just put in all these years, you know, and it's really just having to reprogram our mind to really think in a different way. So, you know, I agree with you on that.
I'm sure this pandemic has woken people up, though. Mm-hmm. It's just put you in the deep end. Literally, you've been chucked in the sea. Now you need to learn how to swim, boy.
Yeah.
You drown.
It ain't no doggy paddling, okay? You got to learn how to backstroke, front stroke, and really figure out how to get yourself moving. Let me see. We're going to get a few more questions. DJ Jukes or DJ? This is funny.
So DJ Jukes is one of the top, but probably my favorite hip hop and R&B DJ. Like all those tunes that Teddy Riley and Babyface were playing, he was the main guy playing it. And the thing is, he's younger than me as well. I think he's like 25, 26. And yeah, man, he was a go-to guy. We both mainly, we started before uni, but when we both went there, it was like me and him dominating the scene, 100%.
Let's see. Let me see who else we got here. What is your? Here we go. Fashion taste. You're well dressed, man.
That's my fashion taste.
Yes, you're well. Listen, we get a chance.
Me, I'm not really. You know what? I'm not really a brand person. I feel like branding should be like subtle things, man. It shouldn't really be in your face like that. But yeah, man, the simple matching. I don't know how to describe it, man.
You just got your own swag.
Yeah, man.
Got your own swag.
I got my own thing going on now.
Got your own thing going on. So I know it's probably like almost 5 there. And if nobody has any more questions, you know, I always am really big in, you know, giving back, right? How do you as an artist give back to where you came from? Like you said, you got your start in the church, you know, you and your friends came together and created your own entity, you know, really just starting when you were younger. So how do you, you know, as Afro B, you know, give back to the next generation of you know, someone who is playing in the church, someone who's being creative and creating their entity with their friends, you know, what is your big give back? How do you
like I said before, I'm definitely gonna, you know, build this Afrowave empire and be like a proper machine for the sound and the whole movement of connecting all the African diasporas together. And not even that's uniting everyone, but obviously the main source is Africa and giving back to Africa itself. I was in my homeland in December. And yeah, I donated to a school there. I was mingling with the kids, playing football with them and stuff. And I definitely want to, you know, do some type of projects, helping people back home in the motherland. But yeah, those 2 things though, 3 things, connecting everyone, building my own empire, just pushing what's going on and giving back to the motherland.
I love it. Building this Afro-wave empire. I can see it. I definitely see it.
Yeah, man.
So I think in honor of building that empire, you know, what would be Afro B's 3 G codes to success? Like, what are your G codes that you currently live by, you know, that has helped you reach your places in life in the present day?
Well, the first thing is never be satisfied. Because in my eyes, I'm not successful yet. So that's what keeps me going. Second, keep learning, because you can never know it all, and keep it humble as well. But that's kind of the same as keep learning.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah, just perfect your craft, man. Enjoy your life. You don't know tomorrow. Think ahead, but don't think too much. And pray, man.
Think ahead, don't think too much, and pray. That's good.
Because you can always plan. But if God has a different plan, then that's what it is. But if you plan too much, you might be frustrated because it's not going the way you want it. But there's a bigger prize. So just be patient.
Listen, you're speaking.
Patience as well.
What? Patience is a virtue. I had to develop patience.
People are just looking at other artists thinking, shit, how are they doing it like this? But everyone has a different route. So if you're there watching other people, you're just going to get frustrated, and then that'll mess up your focus. And then you're not going to execute the way you want to execute the things you're doing. Do you get what I'm saying? So yeah, those things, just having the right mentality, man. And study, man. There's other people that have had a similar route. You can look at documentaries of other artists. Like back in the day, I used to binge watch interviews from like Jay-Z, Kanye, all these other people, just to see the kind of route they had, and just not repeat a mistake they made. You know what I'm saying? So if people are still signing bad deals today, then they're just silly. You get what I'm saying? But then again, I can't speak for everyone has different circumstances, but
their places are
like, look how many times we've heard stories about people signing bad deals back in the day. There shouldn't be any excuse for you to sign a terrible deal at this day and age. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, just studying different blueprints and not announcing everything as well, you know. Not everything needs to be announced, because people love to say, I just bought me a new car, just bought me a new thing. But jealousy will kill people, you know. Mm-hmm. Like, it can be God-fearing. If you're always boasting, you're going to get, something's going to happen. But that's how they got Pop Smoke.
Yeah, that is.
People that's jealous. He came out the hood. You see him, the chains and everything. He slipped up. Their dress was leaked. I don't even know the story anyway.
Right.
But definitely not everyone around him definitely wasn't his friend, man.
No, everyone's not for you.
6ix9ine. These stories keep repeating themselves.
Yeah.
Like, you can do yourself low key, man.
It's key.
Even a good gesture, you don't even need to announce that. Like, if you were to donate to someone or give to someone less fortunate, it doesn't need to always be documented or, you know, uploaded somewhere. You can do it if you want to set an example, but you need to do it in a certain way that it doesn't look like... You need to do it out of love. Mm-hmm. Like, if you're doing it just to say, I'm a good person or whatever.
I mean, I think people do it for attention. You know, people make the announcements for attention. You know, people post what they're doing for attention. And I think the best thing you said is just really, you know, really keeping your moves low key, you know, and just allow your success or what you do speaks for itself. Exactly.
Yeah, man, and just think outside the box.
What you eating over there? Because you know, I had to make sure, since you on this new wave, I gotta keep
peanuts
to make sure it's proper. Okay.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I covered a lot. I said more than 3 things, but
I take it because it was necessary to hear, and it's refreshing from you as somebody who's, you know, moving in this industry. But like I said before, you know, earlier in the live, you really keep a level head. You know, when I first met you was in Rochester, you know, you just came off not like many artists that we meet. You know, they come off like, I'm here, you're here. And you were just very welcoming, very humble, very personable, and just a real chill, laid back person. Like they said, I guess it's the Pisces in you. But you know, you said it all that people need to hear. You know what I mean? That may not necessarily come from one of their favorite artists like yourself. So
yeah, man.
I know I was trying to let you get to sleep, but somebody we got some more questions. I'm trying to make sure we got them in here. Folks is asking questions today. Here's one. What is the inspiration?
Similar to Michael Jackson, Dirty Diana.
Yeah.
Joanna sounds nothing like that.
No, well, the whole concept is like a story of him seeing a girl that he liked.
Oh, so, with African music, almost, there's so many different names, yeah. Joanna's just one of many. There's been Carol, there's been...
But did you really have
like
a Joanna? You know, like, did a Joanna, like... Was you really with one?
I only knew one Joanna before that song, and she was a friend of mine. That's a DJ right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, literally, I'm friends with only one Joanna. I don't know any Joannas, you know. Well, now I do.
Really? But
before
I'm sure you know them all, because they all hit you up.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you talking about me, boo? That's what you said.
Yeah, that's the famous line, boy. I was like, shit.
That was cute. But listen, before we go, I'm sure you're going to be up in a couple more hours, probably DJing, probably doing your talent show.
Listen, I wake up when I wake up, man. There's nothing to wake up for, so you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it. So wait, somebody else popping in with questions. They won't let me go, or they trying to keep you here. I think they're just trying to keep you here. Let's see what we got. Oh, I guess maybe not. Ladies, listen, we already answered this question. You missed it earlier in the live. You got to catch the replay.
Don't ask questions, man. That's even the guy asking.
Oh, that's a guy? No, that's a girl.
I can't even see.
Yeah, that's a girl. I think that's a silhouette. See, we answered that question earlier in the live. You're going to have to catch the replay. Come on, brother. You already have this live. Or said, if you could do a song with Drake, would you do it?
Yeah, man. It's a no-brainer.
It's a no-brainer. Well, listen, I appreciate you for getting in here. You know, guys, he may be Afro B to y'all, but he's just B to me. My guy. He's the homie. Always making, he be popping in on my lives, and folks like, oh my God, you know Afro B? I'm like, that's my man's, yeah. And so, listen, tell the folks how they can get a hold of this, you know, beer gang, you know, get these drip drop juices. You got to go.
Drip, man. Go get that beardrip.store. Over there, man. Beer Drip on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. All the information is there.
All the information is there, so make sure you tap in. And before we go, we didn't really tap into this, but who did you have, Babyface or Teddy Riley?
I can't lie. Babyface opened my eyes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so.
But did you peep?
I would have to say, but the clash was kind of. Teddy was doing too much with his connection and shit. So. Were
you there for the first day? When
yeah, that was a mess.
A full ensemble.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. I just wanted to hear music. It didn't end up being a clash. It was just like, yeah, play song after song now.
Yeah, that's what it was. It really just was.
Yeah.
You got that. You know what I mean? I felt like I was watching my uncles who are legends play music in the house. You know, that's what it felt like. But Babyface.
It was good to see. It was good to see, though.
It was. Somebody said Babyface was shady. Babyface was absolutely shady. He said...
I don't even think he realized he does it, you know.
He said, I didn't know we could play remixes. I don't do remixes. So, listen, you cannot do remixes no more, okay? You got to be on your Babyface. I don't do remixes.
Yeah, man.
That's why I was like, go play him. All right, so listen, I appreciate you, B, for getting out here with me. We about to be exiting out, guys. Make sure you get the drip drop. See, listen, Instagram played no game. They legitimately just cut us off. They clipped us right at the end. But I'm happy we were wrapping it up anyways. But like he said, visit his Instagram, his social media, and his website to go ahead and purchase and support my guy Afro B. All right. So I hope you took some things away, learned some new things about this amazing man who's deciding to start his own legacy, who really is creating this wave, an Afro wave. And I'm excited that I get a chance to know him and watch him grow and go as he is. And all I got to say is if you like what you're hearing, let me know. If you have some people that you want me to interview, want some input on, let me know that too. Email me at ADRI.V, the go-getter, A to the D, R to the I-V, THEGOGETTA at Gmail. If you have any questions, feel free to pull up in my DMs. If you like the podcast, let me know. And please do it by leaving a review, okay? Review, and also sharing is caring. And use the hashtag the G code with ADRI.V. That's A to the D, R to the I-V. All right? It's just that simple. You know, I love you so much for listening. Thank you so much for participating and lending me your ear. And I pray that you are staying safe. I pray that you are staying home. And I pray that you are allowing this time to be a time of reflection as well as productivity for you, however you see fit to do so. All right. And as always, thank you so much for checking in. Welcome to the G Code. Be sure sure to subscribe to the G Code podcast. Find it on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, iHeartRadio, and all places a podcast lives. Also, download ADRI.V, the Go-Getter app on your Google Play and or your iTunes App Store for free. And always get the G Code podcast at your fingertips. Want to catch up on the G Code podcast? Well, go to www.ADRI.VTheGoGetter.com and also subscribe on SoundCloud and YouTube. Remember, you can check a new episode out each and every Wednesday as we get you over the hump with the G Code.
I was born in the G Code, embedded in my blood.
Matter of fact, you just triggered a level orange G Code security threat.